So I actually don't know what to say right now because I've just reached the top of Mealbeg, which is where I was planning to go and shoot tonight, and this all has happened. Literally, I was just coming up to here and it was completely blue sky, but look at the cloud. It's just rolling in behind us. Right through, some of the peaks are just coming up. I haven't even had time to film anything. I've already got a shot set up over here on the wall. Lovely sweeping line of the Mourne Wall down towards Loch Shanna and then Doan. And Doan is almost like a triangular peak, so it's just coming in and out of the sun and coming in and out of the cloud as well. And the light is just dappled coming in from the side. It's so cool, and you know what? It's not even golden hour, and it is just crazy. So I think I need to calm down. I need to just take a breath because that was a rather frantic few moments. And once I get set up again, then I will talk you through my composition. So I think I have calmed down a little bit, and yeah, I mean, sorry this is all messy and there's horrible light coming in. I'm literally sat with the cameras here because I'm scared of moving. I don't want to miss the shot. And something I say quite a lot when I'm out shooting is that I tend to wait in the light, and I don't actually take a lot of photos when I'm out. I'm probably doing the exact opposite of that this afternoon or this evening, because literally every 5 seconds the scene is changing. 1 minute you're getting a little bit of light over here, then you're getting a little bit of light over there, then you're getting some of the peaks are coming back through the clouds and they're covering over, then the foreground's completely covered in cloud, and it is literally changing every few seconds. So I've just been snapping it as it's doing that. The light's coming in, it's coming in little patches and little shafts of light, and yeah, I'm a little bit excited, but you know, this is why we do what we do. This is moments like this that make everything worthwhile. It's moments like this that make the sweaty hike worth it, that makes all the times when you go out and the conditions just aren't right and the weather's horrible and you come back with nothing. All of that is just forgotten about whenever this here happens. And I just hope I can do it justice, because this is just amazing. Okay, so I'm just waiting on the clouds clearing again. So what I thought it might be helpful to do is talk a little bit about the composition and kind of pretend that there's mountains over here, because I promise you there are. But whenever I'm trying to frame up shots, there's a couple of things I always think of, and one is the rule of thirds. I try and use that in a lot of the shots that I take, where you're putting something of interest on the third. So if you can imagine the screen divided up into 9 rectangles, and there's 2 lines this way, 2 lines that way, and where those lines meet, those are kind of the thirds. So what I've done in the top left and the top right, I've got 2 focal points. So we've got Dome, which is the triangular mountain, which is just kind of coming in and out of the cloud, which is really, really cool. And then we've got Loch Shanna down on the other third, so it's in the right third and Dome is on the left third. And then the other thing I do is I like to use some sort of a diagonal kind of lead-in line. So the perfect thing here is the Mourne wall itself. And I don't know if you can see, probably can't see down here, but it's starting on the bottom left third, and it's curving its way around and kind of almost exiting off to the right hand side. So it ticks a lot of boxes for me compositionally. Normally I might get one of those elements in a shot, but this one actually has all 3 of them, which is kind of pretty cool. And I guess it's not that it's the perfect composition, but I think certainly from this location, it's probably going to be really, really hard to beat. I've actually set my tripod up here and I haven't moved in the last probably hour or so, because I love this so much. And I know probably a lot of the shots will look similar because the composition is the same, but the fact that the light is constantly changing in the cloud it is making them look a little bit different. So I'm not overly worried about that, but I think this light's only going to get better, so I'm going to wait and see what happens. But yeah, I think this one's going to be hard to beat tonight. So I'm not sure if you can kind of see in this, but we've got Binion over here. Picking out Binion is just up here, and Dawn is trying to get out from the clouds just down in here. This is just amazing. And the light is coming in from over here. So it's just getting all this lovely side lighting. So it's hitting this one side of the Mourne wall and coming right across there. Dawn now. Very simple settings, ISO 100, f11. My shutter speed is only a 1/60th of a second, and all I have on is a polarizer. Polarizer is making a huge difference here. It's really cutting through the glare, really, really making a big difference, which is fantastic. There's Dawn now. This looks even better. Wow, this is great. Okay, so I've moved off the wall and found this really cool composition down here. The wall's going down in at the right hand side, and we've got sleeve burner, so we've put the peak of it up in the top left, and then we've got these really lovely diagonal shaped rocks in the foreground. Probably actually nearly prefer this one now. Going to completely contradict myself, but I think I actually prefer this composition now. The light again is really, really nice. The only thing I'm struggling with is having Dawn. It always seems to kind of head into the middle of the frame. So I'm just kind of trying to move a few feet this way and a few feet that way to sort of try and counteract that. But this is just getting so nice now. The light is getting absolutely fantastic. And what we have now is a lot of really low cloud just kind of rolling in. So it's not probably like an inversion, but it's just rolling through the valleys just ever so slightly, just here and there. So it's adding loads and loads of layer and loads of depth to the shots. I've also popped on a grad just to kind of try and balance the brighter part of the sky. This kind of corner was really bright because the sun's obviously coming in, so it's just kind of catching the edge. So the grad is just sort of balancing that out a little bit. But yeah, pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Just waiting on the light just to get a little bit softer. So this is what you call multitasking at its finest, because as soon as I start to make coffee, the light kicked off again, and it has gone in a little bit, but I guarantee in 2 seconds it will be back out again, and I will be scampering to take another shot. There we go, right on cue. That's so good. So I've literally just set up that same composition. These diagonals here are in my foreground, kind of going towards the wall, and then the wall sweeps down right towards Doan in the middle, and we've Burna and Loch Shanna on either third. And I'm really only including about a third of sky in these shots, because the sky right up there's not really an awful lot going on, so I'm happy just to stick with it all being about the mountains and about the amazing light and the kind of the low clouds wafting across.